Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be starting the Unit 2 Modified Test Recording where we left off with question number 25. Question 25 says the headlines shown on this newspaper are examples of what? Yellow journalism, investigative reporting, or muckraking journalism. To do this question, you need to look at the picture or the image up here above that says New York Journal and Advertiser and read the headlines to see which one fits. Is it yellow journalism, investigative reporting, or muckraking journalism? Number 26, it says read the information above and answer the following question. Which of these options below best states that the American government expanded its power during World War I? So let's read the statement first. During World War I, the War Industries Board was established to shift the United States to a wartime economy. To accomplish this, they fixed prices and wages, set industrial priorities, and converted factories to producing war materials. Over 20% of the nation's production shifted to meet wartime goals. It was a defining moment of federal power. During this time, the government assumed many functions that it continues to have today. So again, which of these options below best states that the American government expanded its powers during World War I? Would it be the first one, the government established and gained war responsibilities that it kept when the war ended? The government wanted economic production to increase during the war, or the government allowed labor unions to exist while the U.S. was at war? That concludes our multiple choice questions for the test. 27 and 28 are your short answers, which you have gone over in class with your teacher to review beforehand. So you should have already prepared your short answer for 27 and 28 and are simply copying and pasting your answer into the test. The first part, number 27, gives you the big idea for the unit first. It says the big idea for Unit 2 is that the desire for raw materials, new countries to trade with, and military bases led to the addition of territories beyond the North American continent. America, once a colony and having broken away from England, struggled and debated over the controversial new role of becoming an empire itself. Now be sure to give page references for all your information that you use. You should only be using your textbook and your course slides to answer these questions. All responses should be in complete sentences. Use Unit 2 online course lessons and textbook pages 608 to 669, chapters 27, 28, and 29. Here is your question. What is imperialism? Provide a definition of this term. That's the first part. So first provide a definition in your own words. We do not want a copied definition from the textbook. That is not what we are looking for. Make sure that you paraphrase your definition and it is your definition of the term. Would you have supported imperialism in the 1900s? So the second part is you choosing a side. Would you have supported imperialism? Yes or no? The last part says to include at least two reasons from the text to explain your option. So the last part of this is that you have to support if you would or would not have supported imperialism. Okay, you have to give us two reasons why you would have or would not have supported imperialism. Again, remember you have to give the textbook pages that go along with the information that you're giving to support your answer. The other question that you can opt for in number 27 is to choose this one. What impact did World War I have on civilians? List and describe at least two ways American civilians were impacted. So notice how you have to give two examples and describe how those American civilians were impacted with specific information from the unit. Again, don't forget to include your page numbers and paraphrase. Number 28 is on our character trait for Unit 2, effort. In this unit, we have seen many examples of individuals showing effort. Remember, effort can be observed in a person who achieves a goal through hard work and commitment. People who have effort tend to give their best in everything they do, try without giving up or giving in, and make the most of every opportunity. Give an example of effort from the early 1900s. Explain who was showing effort and which event or situation he or she demonstrated in this character trait. Again, just as before, for this first option, you are using page numbers from our Unit 2 only, 608 to 669, chapters 27, 28, or 29. If you don't wish to give an example of effort from Unit 2, you could describe a time when you personally have shown effort. If you do not have any personal examples, explain an example from your community. Your example can come from politics, education, business, or your local community. Now remember, when you're giving an example of effort, you have to give a specific example of a time you showed effort and explain why your action showed effort. You have to show that you understand what the word effort means. Okay, guys, that's it. That's the end of your test. You have 26 multiple choice questions and 2 short answer questions. I wish you luck. Again, remember at the start of the test, you have directions on how to go through the test and reminders to click save and then submit at the end of the test, not to exit the test before you are done, and to make sure that you're writing down your answers as you go. Write down 1 through 26 with an A, B, or C next to your answer and title your paper Unit 2 test so that you will always know what you answered the first time around. Your short answers should be prepared in advance, those should be typed out in advance, so you should already have those. All right, guys, good luck on your test, and let your teacher know if you have any questions.